Welcome to It's Life, dude. Hey folks, how y'all doing? I just had to get a slight surgery just now because I had a like a huge tumor on my hip because of the way I sit in my seat belt and in my belt my regular belt that I have on my pants on my right side, and the way I lean, and the seat belt and the belt pinching me for all those hours. I didn't know that it caused that to react that way. That's what she said. She said it happens a lot. I was surprised by that. But anyhow, now look at this. They shot me all up. Got a big old bandage on my hip. She drained it. It was crazy. So I'm leaving the clinic now, and I gotta go pick up my medications from the pharmacy. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I'll show you what it looks like a little later on. All right, I'ma holla. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Okay, folks, I am back. Now, I had to change my mind because I have to change the way I'm going to present this story because I have to make this watermelon juice. So, while I'm doing that, I can go ahead and tell you the story. All right? Okay, first, let's get our vegetables and our fruit ready. All right, so I'm going to start by peeling my beets and my ginger. Okay, I'm going to start by doing that, peeling my beets and my ginger, and then we're going to wash everything. Okay, so I need a good knife, a good paring knife, a nice small paring knife. I had one somewhere, but I can use this little. I can use this. This is very work fine. Okay. So, as stated, yesterday, I had to go to the doctor's to have her look at this big, huge lump on my side, right? And while she was doing that, the first thing she said to me, we're going to have to cut this. Now, mind you, I don't like Sorry about that. Mind you, I don't like, this is not tall enough. I gotta make it taller. So I'm gonna see if I can bring it up some. Okay, that should do it. Okay. Is that better? Yes. Okay, now mind you, I don't like needles. Okay, I don't like needles, so as soon as she said that, my blood pressure went sky high because I don't like needles. I don't like needles at all. and I knew it was going to be painful. So she says, she's telling me that all the things that she's going to do, and they took my vitals and everything like that. My blood pressure went sky high, and she said she's going to make sure she gives me a prescription for good painkillers, because once that those shots wore off, I knew it was going to be crazy. But she did really well. But the pain of those needles itself, man, oh my God. You guys, let me tell you something. I ain't no wimp, but I tell you what, that right there, ooh, make you think twice. Ooh, I felt her stick me in my side like maybe 4 different times. First time was around the wound itself. Second time was a little bit further from it. Third time was a little bit further from it, and then the 4th time was like directly in it. And I felt that one because of how sore the wound itself was. But I think if she didn't use the needle those first 3 times, I think that pain would have been 10 times worse. So she walks away and she goes to get some more medical supplies and some stuff and some gauze or whatever she was getting, because she said that she wanted to give it some time to kick in, and by the time she gets back I won't feel a thing. And she was right. She was definitely right. So she's pushing on it, and I'm trying not to look because I don't want to see this stuff. But she's saying how full and impacted it was, and infected it was. And she said that a lot of it was coming out, and that was good. I changed the bandages today, just now. That's why I went to the store earlier to get those bandages. I wanted to get medicated bandages and some iodine, because I don't want to use anything but iodine while I'm cleaning this up. So, and when I took the other bandage off, the original one that she put on, it was disgusting to say the least, and the infection was still coming out. So, I'm not going to even talk about that because that was gross. But anyway, I've never seen anything like that before, and I've never heard of something like that happening. Just because something continues to rub against the skin, and it was relatively irritating every time I'm driving to feel that kind of thing. It really was. So, to have to go through that and to see how fast that it swelled up within a matter of days, that part to me was nuts. What I'm looking for is a big bowl. I got it right here. I'm going to put all my ingredients in this. I'm going to cut it up so the blender doesn't have a lot to do. Now when I go to do these beets, I'm going to put some gloves on, because that beet juice really gets into your hands and everything like that. So I just chopped up the ginger. Now we're gonna get these beets cleaned up and broken off of here. A lot of people eat these and they're very edible and they're very good for you. You can actually make a salad with those. Wash wash these real good, and then I'm still gonna peel them, but I just like to wash my vegetables. Put some gloves on now. Excuse me. Put some gloves on now. But yeah, man, that was one of the most interesting situations that I've ever been in my life. You know? Where are my blueberries? There they are. Gotta wash these. I wash these really, really well. Just let the water run over them while I'm I'll be peeling my beets. Because what it is I'm going to use 2 lime. So it's going to be watermelon, blueberries, beets, ginger, and lime, and some honey to make my watermelon drink. Now I got to find something to put it in once I'm done making it. I know we had another container around here. I just don't know where the heck it is. I don't know. When I'm done, I'm gonna wash this out and put my juice in here. But anyway, let me get my gloves, and then we shall continue. Yes, my wife calls the wound that I had, the abscess, the cyst, she called it a Pigsa. She said it's very common in the Philippines, and she said usually kids get it. And what it is, she says, it's a giant zit, pretty much. That's how she described it, like a giant pimple. And the doctor, she said the same thing, and she said it's a very common occurrence. I didn't see what was so common about that occurrence, because I didn't think that thing should have ever occurred on me. But you know, this is how life does us, isn't it? So now we're going to go ahead and peel our beets. And peel the beets really well. I already washed the watermelon. And then once we get ready to start blending all this, it's going to be absolutely great. And when I go to blend it, I usually blend the pulp like 2 or 3 times to try to get as much nutrients out of it as I possibly can, because this is a very healthy drink, a very potent drink too. And when I seen that the watermelon, the price of it, I was like, you know what, I gotta get that. So I want to have a nice juice for the wife when she comes home. Let's make it nice and cold for her, something she can enjoy. She made a juice as well. Hers was pineapple, ginger, and cucumber. She might have added something else. I'm not sure. I can't really say right off the bat if she did or not and what it was. I just remember her saying ginger, pineapple, and cucumber, and it was quite delicious and refreshing too. Especially it's nice and cold, and you coming out of that sun. Oh, as soon as you drink it, you can feel it revitalizing you. You know, as soon as I drank it, I was like, oh, I can feel it. You know, and that's a good thing. And once again, folks, I'd like to thank you all for participating. You know, like I said, I got young and old watching my channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. You know, there's a young man, little young guy. I was trying to set up. I don't know if it was I was trying to set up a short, and I seen that he had was telling people to go ahead and subscribe and, you know, give me some you know, go ahead and check out my channel. I'd like to thank him. You know, you know who you are, sir. I thank you, young man. You're a cool guy. Appreciate you. I really do. He was telling the people how I did the, you know, the thank you emoji with the hands, and I did, you know, because I truly appreciate, you know, what he was doing, and I thank him for his efforts. I really do. You know, I like that. You know, people really like my channel, and it makes me happy to see that. And if I can inspire other people, that's even better. You know, that means I'm doing something right. You know, and it's not for nothing. And sometimes we do get discouraged. I know I do, thinking that you know, what am I doing? Is this even worth it? And then when you see something like that, you know, how you inspire other people to keep doing it. You know, to me, it makes it that much worthwhile. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, as long as I can inspire somebody else, and then we can continue to inspire other people to do what it is that, you know, makes us happy. So right now, I'm about to cut a piece of this just for the wife. Ooh, I didn't want to do that like that, because she likes watermelon. So I'm gonna cut this piece for her and leave it in here like that, and then the rest we're getting ready to get on with the get on. And here we go. So this is my watermelon drink that I love to make every summer. I also like to make my ginger tea. I haven't made that in a minute, but I will be making it, because in this heat, man, you need stuff like this in your system to keep you hydrated. All right. So I'm gonna leave those in there like this, and I'm gonna get the cutting. Man, this thing is good and sweet. Oh my goodness. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready like Freddy, baby. All right, so now we can go ahead and start. Now when you're cutting this watermelon, you want to use a little bit of the rind, because that actually has a lot of health benefits as well. Okay? Just to let you know, don't be afraid, it ain't gonna hurt you. Whew. Oh, that's so sweet. Now momentarily, after I cut all the watermelon up, I'll also be cutting up the beets, and then later we'll blend it. And I don't want you guys to go crazy listening to that blender, because that thing is loud. That thing is really loud. So I'm not going to put you through that. I've seen, I don't know if you guys ever seen it or ever heard of it, candied watermelon rind. Has anyone ever seen that? My aunt, she made me some pickled watermelon rind. And I've never had anything like that until she made that for me. But I'm gonna tell you something, I love it. And you know, if I had the time, I would go ahead and make it, but I don't know how to make it, so I have to get with her. Honestly, these colors remind me what my side looked like before before I went to the doctor. It was all purple like this. You know what I mean? It's hot in here now. I gotta go look at my thermostat because right now it's hot. It's hot as Hades in here. Hold on. Let me take a look at my thermostat real fast. Pants about to fall off my butt. Hold on, folks, I'm coming. Please bear with me. Oh, okay. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, so that was very interesting to taste pickled watermelon rind. If anybody has ever had that, tell me what you think down in the comments below. Pickled watermelon rind or candied watermelon rind. I thought those two scenarios were quite interesting myself. I've never had, like I said, I've never had the candy watermelon rind, but a lot of people seem to like it. I've never had it, never experienced anything like that, but I did have the pickled watermelon rind that my aunt made. My Aunt Jean, thank you, Aunt Jean. I ain't gonna lie, that was delicious. She made me a whole jar of it, big jar too. I told her I ate the food out of them watermelon rinds. Pickled watermelon rind. See, we don't waste nothing. Nope. We don't waste a dadgone thing. If we can use it, we gonna use it. And I like the fact that my aunt was the first one to ever introduce me to something like that. You know, he's one of my tribal members, my aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, cousins, all of my people. They all leave a special memory, you know, that I have of each of them, because each of them do something different. You know, my uncles are farmers. Uncle Bobby, he's a good farmer. Uncle Nate, my uncle Noah when he was alive, and my grandfather and my father. All of those guys were farmers. I was born on a farm in North Carolina, Halifax County. But my family, they lived in Oak City, North Carolina. And I have family members who still live there to this day. My Uncle Nate has a beautiful farm that you guys have seen already. Those who have seen it, beautiful. And if you haven't seen it, go check out my channel so you can see it. You know, talk about how they show the schools that my parents went to in North Carolina. They show the different roads that they used to walk on and how far those roads were. You tell the kids that these days, they won't believe you how far our folks really had to walk. And then when I tell them I had to walk to school, they didn't believe me. We had to walk across 2 big bridges in the wintertime. And when I tell you, upstate New York, when that wind comes across that bridge, and it's really cold like that, you'll see a whole bunch of kids walking together crying because when that wind blows over that bridge, it feels like glass cutting your legs. That's how cold it is. That's what that cold, cold, cold air felt like. And I'm gonna tell you, these kids don't understand how good they have it. Buses. Buses. Let me tell you something. We had to walk. And it kept us strong. A lot of times it'd be fights on the way home because kids are cruel. You guys know what I'm talking about. Especially those folks from a la Born. And for those who know what I'm talking about when I say a la Born, leave it in the comments. You get it right, I'll play your song. I definitely will. Yep. So I think I might just cut a little bit more of this and leave her another big piece. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll leave this piece for her. Now she got 2 big chunks because my bowl is about to be very full, so it'll still make enough juice. I'm not worried about it. But yes, kids, you don't understand, you know, the luxury they have, you know. And sometimes, you know, like my parents, I didn't believe them when they said that how far they walked, until I went down them country roads myself and I seen them. I seen them country roads. I was like, oh my God, they were not kidding. They really, 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 really. That's why they stay so healthy and strong. My folks, I never could understand how my mom was so strong. You know, little fragile thing, if you look at her, right, when she was younger. Yeah. But that lady would grab you up and you ain't getting loose. You won't get loose. No. And for somebody who didn't have a whole lot of coordination, that woman could throw something at you and hit you. I swear for goodness, she would throw something at me at times and that thing would bend the corner, huh? I'm exaggerating, yes, but it felt like that. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of glad I did change my plan, because I was going to go to the water and talk to you guys about, you know, some of this stuff. And, you know, because it's been a while since we actually, you know, had a conversation like this, just us talking and sharing, you know, as we go along. And like I said, you know, if any of these stories that I share with you guys, you know, can help you or influence you in some kind of way, then I'm doing something right, you know. And that's all I really want to do, is be able to, you know, share a little bit of what it is that I am, who I am, what I'm doing, you know. And again, it's generally for my grandkids who are not in the same state that I'm in. They are upstate New York. We have folks in Florida. We have folks in California. We have folks in Washington State. We have folks all over the place. And that's the reason why I do what I do, because I can't be with them, you know, the way I'd like to, you know, but I can share with them, you know, myself. And that's a lot of the reason that I make these videos. So, you know, they know exactly, my grandkids, they know who their peepaw is. Yes, they call me peepaw. I'm their peepaw, you know, and they are my tribe. They are. All right, folks, so now I'm going to go ahead and start to blend this. But first, let me wash out. Let me rinse out my container here, so that when I do make this juice, I have something to put it in. I wish it was a glass container, but I don't have one. I really want to get back to using glass stuff than all this daggone plastic, but for some reason, somebody thinks it's a good idea to make plastic for everything. And look at us, we're just using it all up. We're using it all up like it's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. I will see you guys in the studio while we go over all the different sounds in the MPC, using the Yamaha keyboard as a controller for these sounds. Like I said, I like to play piano. Been playing it for a long time, but I like the fact that I can make these sounds using the MPC. But I like keys, so I like to get the sounds, use those sounds using my Yamaha as a controller. So, and I actually haven't been through all of the sounds in that MPC one, so I want to go over that and see what everything sounds like, and I'm going to do it with you guys. So, all right, see you back in the studio. What I'm doing now is going through all these sounds, okay? So I'm going to go to stage piano and just go through the sounds and hear how. And some of these take a minute to load too, so please bear with me. See that? That's the Steinway Grand. I don't know why it takes so long to load. This is the Vackenstein upright. Look how long that takes to load. Wow. And this is the and I'm just trying to understand. That one loaded quick. Okay. Go back one. These are all the different settings to stage piano, I guess. Ooh. That's got a warm sound to it, doesn't it? Okay, let's go to the next one. That's like a ballad. This is called Ivy Pads. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that was called Ivy Passage. This is called Bright Pop. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Let's see what the aqua sounds like. Okay, that's alright. Okay, this is called Scientific Upright, whatever that means. That's kind of alright. This is called Wiry Repeater. Okay, this is a synth piano. It's called Pretty Plunk. Okay. Love Song. Squeeze. Oh, it's going to take a minute to load. Gentle Upright. A Bright D. I like that. Basic Workstation. Ooh, I like that. I like that Basic Workstation. Oh, this is Omas Plunker. It's almost like a muffled Rhodes. Pop Atmos. Hard Felts. Kind of like that. This is called Dark Ballad. Hammered Upright. Sounds like the piano that was played in my church when I was a kid. Kind of like that. And they still got more settings. Okay. All right, I'm gonna come out of that, and I'm gonna go to Hype. Now these are gonna be loud and different. Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh wow. I didn't know they had so many. That's different. Wow, this got a lot of different stuff on this. I kind of like that. Oh snap, we got some effects going on. Oh my goodness. This thing has got some stuff on it, don't it? Wow. Okay. Come out of that. Wow. Jeez. And it's still got a lot of stuff. Page after wow. This is crazy. Okay, that was hype. This is OPX4. I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't have it. Okay. Tube synth. Let's see what that is. I've never done this before, actually go through all of these. Wow. And it's still got more. Wow. Oh, wow. I gotta remember that. That's sync 1. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh my god. Okay, I like that. Oh, I'm gonna be blowing some minds with this stuff. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Tube synth. I gotta remember that. Tube synth lead. Oh my god. Tube synth has got some stuff. It's got page after page. Okay. And we already went through stage piano. I don't think I got Mellotron. Oh, I do got Mellotron. It's gonna be a minute to load choir voices. Oh. Mellotron is different. Okay, so we got Mellotron, we got bass line. There's so many different kind of basses on here. So we got a lot of stuff on here. We got an open saw, we got fizzy krantz, whatever that is. Wow. So there we have it, folks. We got all kinds of sounds on this drum synth. I didn't even know I had this on here. Hybrid. Wow. Crazy. These are all different kind of drum synth sounds. Okay, I'm gonna come out of that and mess with that one later. Drum synth. I never knew I had that. Let's look at electric. That's like a rose. Wow. Wow. So as you can see, folks, it is a lot here to work with. I don't have Jura and I don't have the OP4X, but that's okay. But now you see what I'm working with. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this one quits. You guys were able to see the different sounds that are on the MPC machine itself, and using the MM6 as a controller seems to help us out a lot here. Selena. Wow. Wow. So many different sounds to work with. All right, folks, that is it. Thank you for joining me. Peace. I'm gone.